News that will give you hope. This 75-year-old great-grandmother just finished her breast cancer treatment and then won $5 million off a scratch-off. This 88-year-old foster mom just retired after raising over 40 children. This 90-year-old veteran was outside working in the sun during record heat on Memorial Day. Within 24 hours, the internet had raised over $200,000 for him to retire. A woman from Scotland has been feeding foxes sausage rolls for 25 years and says that she's on the 4th generation. 38 dogs were saved from a lake in Mississippi. A woman and a sunfish have been meeting up at the same dock for over 9 years. This missing hiker was found alive after 10 days lost in the mountains. A woman thrifted this vase for $4 and it ended up being an ancient Mayan artifact. This man discovered an entire Stegosaurus skeleton on his property near the town of Dinosaur, Colorado. He assumed he would get $4 to $6 million in an auction, and it just sold for $44 million, making it the most expensive dinosaur fossil ever sold. After his bus driver lost consciousness, this 8th grader took the wheel, stopped the bus, called 911, and his aunt for instructions and handled all the kids on the bus. A donkey who went missing 5 years ago was just seen living with a herd of elk. This woman, along with a few other Auschwitz survivors, are celebrating their 100th birthdays this year. This 98-year-old man just donated his liver, making him the oldest organ donor in American history. A 91-year-old man donated $500,000 to his local fire station that was using gear from the 1980s. This British baby girl became the first person in the world to gain their hearing back through gene therapy. This man opened a car wash to help his autistic son and ended up hiring over 80 people with disabilities. Mass shootings are down 29% from last year. Texas skyscrapers are starting to turn off their lights at night to keep birds safer. Australia wiped $3 billion of student loans for over 3 million students. The Justice Department is suing Live Nation and Ticketmaster for monopolizing concert tickets. The US has started building its first high-speed rail link between Las Vegas and Los Angeles. This mother who got pregnant at 13 and her son who dropped out of high school at 16 both just received their PhDs. Liechtenstein legalized same-sex marriage in a near-unanimous vote. This student who grew up in a homeless shelter just graduated as valedictorian. New studies are showing that it's possible that exercise will rewire your brain to erase traumatic memories. This kindergartner missed her graduation, so she got celebrated on the airplane she was flying in. We've just discovered a fungus that can eat plastic. Costco has vowed that they will never change the price of their hot dogs. Missouri's legal cannabis industry has generated $19 million for veterans since 2022. Bill Gates is backing a startup that creates these bricks that holds air pollution inside of them for hundreds of years. Free contraception in Finland has reduced teenage abortions by 66%. Colombia's homicide rate has dropped by more than half over the last 30 years. Life expectancy for people with Down syndrome has dramatically increased over the last 50 years. California just put a law into effect this month that bans all hidden fees from any product being marketed. This swimmer is going to the 2024 Paralympics after just 1 year ago losing her foot in a shark attack. This 5-year-old lost her favorite toy at Disney World and had to fly home over 4,200 miles away. Thankfully, Disney employees, or to her knowledge, Mickey Mouse, found the toy and mailed it all the way across the Atlantic Ocean to her so she could be reunited.